everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am here in Denver training with Coach Adam for 1 week. I'm in a unique situation this time around prepping for the Arnold because some of you may or may not already know this, but I am getting eye surgery on both of my eyes here in a few weeks. What does that mean? That means I need to be ahead of the game. So that's why I'm out here training with Coach Adam to try to get ahead so that I can take the proper time off to recover from my surgery. Hopefully, I will be ready to go early March for the Arnold. Until further notice, I still am doing the show, but with that being said, I do realize that I need to put my health first. So I think it's gonna be a matter of seeing how I recover and see how I feel after the surgery is over with. I definitely don't want to push it too far to where I mess up any progress in my surgery, but at the same time, if it's not a big of a deal as I think it is, then maybe I can be ahead of the game enough to where I can have that few weeks off just to rest and recover. I've never been in a situation quite like this, so it's gonna be very interesting to see if I will be ready in time. It's not gonna be easy, that's for sure, and I definitely need to make sure that every day I really push it, and almost to the point where I push it so hard that I deserve 2 weeks off. Definitely gonna be a challenge, but I wanted to keep you guys updated. So with that being said, I wanna show you what a week of training with Adam does to the physique, because I will tell you what, I have been pushing it so hard this week. I am so proud of myself. I really want to show you what improvements I've made. What my training has looked like here in Denver. Well, first off, I have been training way more intensely than I normally would, especially with compound movements. One of my bad habits is when I am training by myself, I don't hit compound movements too often. I usually do isolated movements, but with Coach Adam, we did a lot of compound movements, which is gonna burn more calories, gonna activate more muscle groups, and really, I guess, shock my system. Another thing I did here was I trained twice a day, and half the time I trained with Coach Adam, and then the other half I trained with my teammate, Anya. So I definitely got my time's worth here in Denver. As far as cardio, I would wake up every morning to do cardio before any weightlifting. And finally, diet. Diet was on point here in Denver. The great thing about Adam is when I'm staying with him in his guest room, there is no real temptation of bad foods in his house because he eats pretty healthy. And on top of that, when I'm so busy and I'm so focused and I'm so in the zone and motivated, I don't think about food as much as I would back home. And I think that's an awesome thing. I'm always so much more motivated here in Denver. So I wanna show you what 1 week of progress looks like for me.
This line will go like, it'll carry from here all the way down. We know you're in shape when this connects all the way, but right here it's still not fully connected. And there's a tiny bit here and a tiny bit on the inside. When you work with Ashley, it's a little tricky because her abs come in pretty quick, so you can you have to remember to yourself that you're not where you think you are because her abs are in. That's something that takes a little time because your abs could be crispy and you can still have more to go, and you're like, most people would be like, oh, she's ready.
For me, my abs are one of the fastest to lean out, whereas what's like this back here, one of the last my times. Just like Adam said, there's different indicators to tell I'm ready. One is here. Another one I have is I feel like sternum, which I'm starting to kind of feel it, but I have like a sternum bone that sticks out. And then the real one, the real test, is when I'm on the toilet. If I'm lean enough, I can feel the separation between this muscle, which is the what muscle?
Well, that's basically where everything is. It's your insertion muscle. It's like a ligament.
My ligament.
Tendon, I think.
This thing. This thing.
Yeah,
I can feel the two separate ones.
Where all the muscles connect, you can feel the separations going on.
Yeah. So when I can feel that there's two of them and I can feel where they separate, that means I'm getting close.
And then the most important one.
Oh, the cheekbones, yes. I get some crazy cheekbone whenever I'm lean. Usually right up here. It's like you can feel that it gets sharp, but tell me, am I getting close?
If I can see it, it's not there yet. It's not there. It's crazy. It pops out like a knuckle.
Yeah. But I think like our scans are ready, yeah?
Oh yeah, they should be ready.
Okay.
Why are you looking up, Ash?
Because I don't look.
You're down 2.5 pounds since you've been here.
I'm down 2.5 pounds. That's good for 1 week.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's a lot. Yeah, you
I'll
crushed
take
it this
it.
week. Yeah. She can never stop if that thing's there. This has to happen. All right, jump on.
Gotta suck in for that.
You ready to see some cool stuff? Check
So
this out.
that's this beginning last week and this week.
Yeah, look at your, first off, let's look at your waistline.
I know, I can see. Yeah,
Usually-
you didn't even have to pull up the numbers, and I could see that
The waistline's
it's
huge.
There's such a bigger divot in the waist, the divot there. Is that what you call it, a divot?
Yeah, your natural curve. I guess you could call it that.
It's
whatever.
like that one's more straight, where that one's definitely more hourglass.
Yeah, for sure. Your waistline really came in. Notice that today, but check
So
this
is that
out.
what now? 23 point
Check
what?
it out.
23.2.
You lost 0.6 inches.
0.6 inches on my
In
waist
one-
in 1 week. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think
huge.
that's got to be the biggest transformation from
That's-
this week.
that's-
That's hard to do. People don't realize, like you hear like, oh, 2.5 pounds lost, and it doesn't really sound like a lot, but for me who's, I'm pretty in shape already, and I guess compared to the normal person, I'm lean, really lean. So 2.5 pounds is like a lot for me personally to lose at this point.
Yeah, it is. And as you get leaner and leaner, it becomes harder and harder to get those losses because there's not much left.
Exactly.
But as a rule of thumb, if you're out there and you're trying to make really good progress in a week is 1/4 inch on the waist. So if you're trying to make like really, really good progress, 1/4 inch on the week equals 1 inch a month, and 1 inch a month is huge. That means you hit pretty much every week perfectly. So to do the math on that, Ashley's getting roughly 3 weeks of results, and that's 3 weeks of perfect results, pretty much in 1 week's time by working really, really hard for this week. So totally worth it, times the results by 3 essentially in a week's period. Really, really good results. Biceps are up.
Okay, that's not bad because I need the buy and try.
Yeah, biceps are up, 0.1.
They're sore still.
The lower leg,
Lower leg was down.
0.3.
Okay.
Everywhere else is 0.2.
Can you do the 360 so I can see my back?
Yeah.
I see my booty looks tighter, I think. Let me look out of my good eye.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, see
Oh,
the
yeah.
little, what are these saddlebags? Is that what
Yeah,
they call them?
that, and
My
then you can see
saddlebag is
overall-
less.
The overall fullness was where you hold a lot of your the body fat in your glutes is your overall upper glute.
Okay.
That's pretty much down. That's a lot down. That's surprising.
And in
actually.
between my thighs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then,
Up here's where I'm most surprised with.
yeah.
Yeah, lower back you're seeing more muscle too. Look at that separation on your lower lat.
What
versus
about my
here.
calves? My calves look smaller.
Probably going to be inflamed from all your running, but we'll
Yeah.
see. 13.
A little bit down.
Yeah, tiny bit down.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That was really good. I'm very
Worth
pleased
it.
with my results. And I guess another thing I'd like to add on to that is even though, even besides what the scans are telling us, what I will tell you is I do feel firmer. I feel tighter. I feel like things are more poppy. So and I'm more bubbly. So I'm happy with this week for sure.
Yeah, that was a good week. That was a huge week.
Whew.
A lot of people work hard, and they say they're working hard, and they say they want it. But when you have someone who's got the years in, like Ashley, like 8 years in,
Something like that.
yeah, 8 years in, multiple, like 40, around 40 shows, give or take, and is still willing to like move her whole life for a week, not see her boyfriend, basically live in my house in like a room where there's not like places you can walk to and be having a whole bunch of fun, where she's just concentrating on working. She's just here to work. Like that's the difference of someone who becomes like the best and someone who kind of says they want it when it's convenient. So like actually wanting it and actually like living for it is pretty rare that someone will do this, especially at the level that she's been doing it. So the real question that you got to ask yourself, and you guys got to ask yourself, is like, do you really want it? Are you really willing to put the effort forward? Or is someone like this capable of outworking you? And if someone's capable of outworking you, then that's the question you got to ask yourself, if you're willing to do that extra work.
So this is the last video before heading into eye surgery, and hopefully I get my eyes corrected. As you can see, they are off. They didn't always used to be like that, but I've been experiencing double vision since May, and it's only gotten worse and worse and worse. I made a whole podcast about exactly what happened. I made a whole podcast about it, so I don't want to like redo the whole story because it's long, but if you want to check it out, I'll put the podcast link in this description here. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of nervous for a few different reasons. One is the fact that they are going to be doing surgery on both of my eyes, and that freaks me out. Like, no one wants eye surgery. It's like, gives me the heebie-jeebies. I have to go under general anesthesia, which is kind of scary. I've only been under general anesthesia once in my life. And yeah, I'm not really excited about that part, but I am excited to have normal vision once again because, you know, it might not seem like much, but double vision, it sucks. Like, I remember even when I was competing at the Arnold, trying to walk into the box when I'm doing my presentation was difficult because I can't tell which box is which. My spatial awareness is horrible. When I was lining up with the girls, I can't tell exactly how close to me they are, but it just makes me really dizzy, and it's just really frustrating thing to live with. And on top of that, I've always had bad vision anyway. I'm a -5 prescription in my glasses, so having bad vision plus double vision is just bad. So I just want to get it over with as soon as possible. But I'm also nervous about the recovery. Am I going to recover in time? Is the surgery going to be done properly? And am I going to be able to compete at the Arnold? Because I really want to. I just hope it's not going to take too much of a toll from my training and progress. So I'll try to keep you guys posted as much as possible, either on here or my Instagram, which is Ashley K Fit, if you want to follow me. But other than that, I wanted to say, like, thank you so much for the positive messages. I know that you don't think I read them all, but I do. And I think it's really cool that you guys are like so concerned and really just, I don't know, wanting the best for me. So I think that's awesome. And I appreciate every one of you. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and make sure you stay tuned for more updates. Until next time, I'll see you later.